Today on CCX News, a grand jury indictment against the man accused of killing Representative Melissa Hoffman and her husband. The new details from federal prosecutors. Hello and thanks for joining us today. Federal prosecutors have unsealed a 6-count indictment against Vance Boelter, the alleged assassin accused of targeting lawmakers. Boelter faces 6 federal charges, including murder and stalking. Prosecutors believe he acted alone in a case of political extremism. He's accused of shooting and killing Mark and Melissa Hoffman, as well as their dog, in their Brooklyn Park home. Prosecutors say he tossed the handgun he used in a pond near the home before triggering the state's largest manhunt. Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette were also shot but survived. According to prosecutors, Boelter also attempted to shoot their daughter, Hope. Hope Hoffman released a statement after the indictment was unsealed. She said she felt relief knowing Boelter will be charged to the fullest extent of the law. She said her parents pushed her out of the way as Boelter shot them, and it was dumb luck that she wasn't hit. She also noted the post-traumatic stress that she'll carry after seeing her parents shot and nearly being shot herself. Boelter could potentially face the death penalty. That decision will require approval from the U.S. Attorney General. A Brooklyn Center hotel is getting back to business after the city council had revoked its hospitality license. Suburbs Studios is an extended stay hotel. Last month, city staff members discovered that a recuperative healthcare business was operating out of the hotel without city permission. The city council then revoked the hotel's hospitality license, saying the healthcare business violated city zoning rules. However, the hotel owners said they'd take the council's decision to appeals court.
The economic impact of denying a stay would be severe for both of my clients. It will likely result in dozens of hotel staff losing their jobs and may even result in permanent closure of the hotel operations.
The council ultimately stayed its decision, allowing the hotel to continue operations. In Crystal, the city swore in a new police chief. Chief Brian Hubbard took the oath of office this week. Hubbard started in law enforcement 21 years ago and came to Crystal in 2018. He told the story of how the community has given him so much.
I'm proud to be a kid that grew up in the Kentucky Lane apartments here in Crystal, with many of the labels that might be considered cards stacked against me at an early age. Because of the work of a mom who gave me her very best, a neighborhood of other adults here in Crystal who cared about me, a school system that pushed me to be the best I could be, and a community that embraced our successes, I was able to get to a spot where many years later, I continue to be given this opportunity to serve in this same community.
Crystal also swore in a new deputy chief, Pete Underthun. He has served with Crystal for the past 22 years. In Robbinsdale, after nearly 2-hour discussion, the city council ended up voting down a proposed ordinance change that would ban camping on public property. The ordinance was brought up for safety reasons, but also struck a chord about its impact on the homeless. Before the vote, the issue involved significant community input at Tuesday's meeting. The council was split in its decision.
There's a reason why so many people are here tonight. There's a reason why this discussion is so robust and important.
This is not a space to harm or criminalize people. I've come from that world, and this does not feel that way. And I also understand how it does feel that way, and there's no pleasing everybody in that sense.
The vote was 3-2 against. Council members hope to bring more clarity to the proposal with further input from the city's Human Rights Commission and homeless prevention advocates. This weekend in Brooklyn Center, an opportunity to explore the Hmong culture and enjoy some time outdoors. On Saturday, Brooklyn Center's Centennial Park will play host to Hmong Community Explore Your Parks. Hennepin County is organizing the 5th annual event with funding from the Department of Health. It's an opportunity for the Hmong community and others to explore recreation and healthy living.
Hmong community members especially have more serious illnesses with diabetes compared to other communities. So this event is one of the ways that we promote physical activity, because we know that physical activity is one of the main preventers of chronic disease.
Some of the activities include archery, cycling, and a jog around the park. The event on Saturday goes from 1 to 4 p.m. A Plymouth-based nonprofit focused on mental and physical health is gaining traction. Reporter Emily Haugen shares how the Need and Deed is taking care of both the community and its volunteers.
There's nothing wrong with a little competition, especially when it's friendly.
It's really a great game. I'm loving it and I'm sure I'm coming next time. I really feel sweaty and I really loved it. Any day I'll be here. I loved it.
Then we're all here to support each other. There's no judgment.
Lena Corona is hosting the Need and Deed nonprofit volunteers at her pickleball courts in Plymouth. Today, they're focusing on themselves and their game.
If you're physically fit, you're mentally fit, and of course, vice versa. If you're mentally fit, you have the energy to go ahead and be physically fit.
Typically, this group is volunteering in the community.
All these wonderful volunteers were making all these programs happen, and I felt that we should do something for them.
President Sushmi Agarwal says she helped found the group in response to community needs.
If we are thankful for what we have, it's kind of upon us to share it with others.
They have a unique set of ways to achieve that goal. Things like free yoga classes, birthday celebrations for seniors, and a college health fund are just a part of their efforts.
Oftentimes, those students can get financial aid or merit-based scholarship, but there was nothing to take care of their health need.
Corona and Agarwal say the work is rewarding. They even take the time to check in on each other's emotions through Be Kind to Your Mind.
It's a safe place. It's a personal place for all the ladies to just bring out their stories.
Another activity that I started is actually weight training.
It's full circle. Like Corona says, you have to help yourself before you help others.
I feel that I think you get more energy.
Even if that help looks like a dinner time conversation or a round on the court. In Plymouth, Emily Haugen, CCX News.
Anyone can become a volunteer. We'll post a link to the Need and Deeds website at ccxmedia.org.
Along with several national and international soccer clubs competing in the USA Cup soccer tournament this week, many area teams are also taking part. Chaz Moots has highlights from two teams from the Twin Cities.
Fusion Soccer Club and Tonka United Boys U16 battling it out in their opening match of the 16B Silver Pool Play. First half, Calvin Peterson shot on net for Fusion, but a nice stop by the keeper Johnny Turcotte. Later in the first half, Fusion with possession, Ethan Tate with a nice feed through ball to Spencer Miller. Miller beats the back line and beats the keeper. Goal for Fusion, 1-0 early on. Tonka in their O-zone and looking for an equalizer. John Lure goes low. Nice stop by Christian Petrofetta. Fusion would take a 1-0 lead into the break. After halftime, 41st minute, Jasper McCoy passed to Robert Ginn. Open look from deep, one hop and in. A great bounce with a strong northeast wind to his back. 1-1 the score. 5 minutes later, Tonka with a steal near midfield. Pass up ahead to Jacob Diebel. He gathers left foot kick, goes far post and in. Tonka takes the go-ahead lead early in the second. More from Tonka and more from Diebel. Nice pass from Luke Myron. Diebel gets his second goal of the match. Tonka scores 3 unanswered goals all in the second half and knock off Fusion 3-1. In Blaine, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
The USA Cup brings teams from across the world to Blaine for North America's largest youth soccer tournament. Jamaica is one of the countries represented in 2025, and they faced a local team in an opening round match.
First day Tuesday of the 5-day USA Cup Week soccer tournament. The Excelsior Eagles from Jamaica facing MapleBrook from Maple Grove, Brooklyn Park in an under-15 boys silver division match. Matthew Murray gets Excelsior on the board early, driving this shot into the net, and it's 1-0 in the first half. Nice little give and go here. Rojan Small then curls around the defender and shoots and scores. Excelsior up 2-0. Dave Whitaker is on the receiving end of this pass and chips in the first of his 2 first-half goals to make it 4-0. Giovanni Peak corrals a pass and arcs a shot high into the MapleBrook net for his team's 5th goal of the half. They lead 7-0 at halftime. Early second half, the best scoring chance of the morning for MapleBrook. Elliot Bush's shot, though, is stopped. This match ends with a final of 9-0. Pool play in most age brackets continues through Thursday.
The summer is an important time of the year for several area fall and winter sports teams. Chaz Moots stopped by the St. Louis Park Rec Center to see how the Benilde-St. Margaret's boys hockey team is approaching their off-season.
The off-season is all about getting better.
My goal for this summer is to get bigger and put on some weight and, again, be physical and hard to play against. I want to get more involved in the O zone. Probably also my transition game, the neutral zone, and physicality I should work on.
Above the individual development for Benilde-St. Margaret's boys hockey is the team development.
Especially for a private school, I feel like summer hockey is just way more important. Public schools, the kids have been playing together for like 10 years. We just met each other a couple weeks ago. This is where you have to build all your team chemistry.
One guy who can attest to that
kids are more talented
is 38-year Red Knight head coach Ken Pauly.
I think the most productive summers is where they're bonding as a team.
With nearly 4 decades of summer hockey experience, Pauly believes the best off-seasons balance work with play.
I think when you start off, it's like, okay, let's do a bunch of overspeed stuff and let's scrimmage. But then you get more intentional about, okay, what would we like to accomplish today? But you want to hang on to the fun piece of it because it is summer.
Building team identity and team chemistry.
I know my friends at public schools, like, they don't even show up to theirs. We got everyone showing up to ours and all the boys in the locker room. It's good to build relationships now. The biggest thing about Benilde is being a hard and fast team to play against.
In St. Louis Park, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.